audio has surfaced as part of a lawsuit that accuses Christian Holmes, Sean Diddy Combs' son, of sexual assault. The music mogul is not accused of sexual assault in the lawsuit, but is included over allegations of liability and aiding and abetting. The lawsuit cites audio from a makeshift recording studio on the yacht where the alleged assault happened.
The allure of fame, influence, and scandal has always had a magnetic pull, keeping audiences hooked. It's like witnessing a high-stakes thriller play out in real time. And at this moment, hip-hop icon Sean Diddy Combs is entangled in a saga that feels like a script straight out of a blockbuster crime film, with explosive criminal accusations, secret recordings, leaked conversations, and intense legal battles. The unfolding drama is as jaw-dropping as it is impossible to ignore.
This is the latest in a series of lawsuits filed against the rap mogul and businessman. Both men, father and son, deny the allegations against them. CNN national correspondent Camila Bernal joining me live with details on this. Camila, what more are you learning?
Hey, Fred. So in this audio that CNN has listened to, you can specifically hear the accuser who alleges that she was being forced to take this tequila shot that she believed was laced with drugs.
In this newly surfaced audio, reviewed by CNN, the alleged victim can be distinctly heard claiming she was coerced into taking a tequila shot, one she suspected had been spiked with drugs. The legal battle surrounding Diddy has taken a jaw-dropping twist, sending shockwaves through the courtroom. The stakes have never been higher. With explosive audio leaks now in the spotlight, one burning question lingers. Has Diddy finally hit his breaking point? Sources indicate that the 55-year-old rapper experienced a meltdown while incarcerated at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York, where he was taken for observation due to mental instability. The music mogul, arrested in September on charges including racketeering conspiracy and trafficking, was reportedly hoping to secure bail by now. Spending the holidays behind bars was a nightmare for him, an insider told The Sun, noting that Combs managed to regain composure through meditation and deep breathing, although it took several hours to calm himself. Contrastingly, another source dismissed the meltdown claim, emphasizing that the father of 7 has remained resilient amidst serious allegations. A legal expert highlighted the significant disparity between Combs' previous lavish lifestyle and his current circumstances, stating the stark contrast. One of the most powerful people in the music business, Sean Diddy Combs, was at the center of a huge controversy on the morning of September 16, 2024, which rocked the music industry. Fans and the entertainment business alike were shocked when authorities arrested him on serious allegations.
The U.S. Justice Department unsealed charges against Combs on Tuesday that alleged he abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. Prosecutors said that Combs, that's P. Diddy, that's his real name, carried out his scheme by relying on the employees, resources, and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Prosecutors say that in times relevant to the indictment, Combs engaged in persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse towards women and other individuals. The abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual.
The accusations of sexual abuse, sex trafficking, and racketeering were alarming. These charges revealed an unsettling network of control and power that was concealed beneath the entertainment industry's glamour and sparkle. There was a much darker side to what appeared to be a world of fame and wealth, where power was purportedly used to corrupt and take advantage of people rather than to inspire.
So I think we all saw those headlines back in November 2023 of Cassie Ventura filing her lawsuit against P. Diddy. That's what got all of this steamrolling. And I've been following the case since then. And obviously we've seen in recent months, there have been so many lawsuits against Diddy accusing him of drugging, and more than 40 of those. And a lot of them do date back to the 90s. So I've been looking into that area of his career in particular, trying to find out more about the makings of P. Diddy, or Puff Daddy, as he was known back then, and trying to find out from people who used to work with him and people in his inner circle, were there potentially early warning signs about some of the allegations that we're seeing now? And as I mentioned, some of these allegations of drugging and assault do go right back to the start of his career in the 1990s.
The case is already intriguing, but what makes it even more captivating is the way fresh details continue to surface gradually. Each new revelation doesn't just spark curiosity, it deepens the mystery and heightens the suspense, keeping everyone on edge.
We told you from the jump that baby oil was a big thing in the whole Diddy scandal, that the Fed seized 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
And it is the thing that people have talked so much about because it was such a bizarre...
So odd. And remember, we spoke with Mark Agnifilo, his lawyer, on one of our documentaries, The Downfall of Diddy, on Tubi. And we asked him about it, and he didn't quite know what to say about it. He
kind of made a joke
He kind of made a joke about it.
Right.
But now we know at least what one of the accusers in a civil lawsuit,
a brand new accuser,
a brand new one, is saying the purpose of the baby oil, and it's not what we thought.
No, this accuser, who is filed as a John Doe, says that the baby oil was laced.
This explosive leaked audio has sent shockwaves through the internet, igniting fierce debates and nonstop discussions across social media platforms. While there's no official confirmation regarding its authenticity, many are convinced that the voices in the clip belong to none other than Diddy, alongside other A-list celebrities like Meek Mill and Beyoncé. As speculation runs wild over the jaw-dropping accusations surrounding the rapper, this recording has only intensified the controversy, keeping the drama at the center of public attention.
Beyoncé's audio leak admits participation in Diddy's parties. Are these signs she was involved all along? Recently, an audio recording of Beyoncé was accidentally leaked, revealing that she not only admitted to frequently attending Diddy's parties, but also claimed that those who were harmed weren't entirely innocent. She stated that everyone who attended the parties did so voluntarily, insisting that no one was forced. She even suggested that any harm they suffered was ultimately their own doing.
As shocking as the content, which captivates listeners and poses questions, is the fact that the recording was leaked at such a crucial juncture in his trial preparations.
Now, the emergency hospital visit came just hours after federal prosecutors slapped him with a superseding indictment in his federal sex trafficking RICO case, adding 2 more victims and extending the time period for investigators from 2008 going back to 2004, meaning they have 4 more years in order to continue investigating possible additional allegations. Now, all of this taking place, as it seems every week, there's another docuseries or documentary being cranked out about Diddy, which criminal defense attorneys who try cases in the Southern District here at the federal courthouse tell me can possibly taint potential juries that are going to hear this case when it gets going in May. Now, he will be back in the criminal case here in this courthouse in about 2 weeks.
Has the most recent audio leak finally broken the mysterious persona of the most powerful entrepreneur in hip-hop?
Diddy leaves the Metropolitan Detention Center jail in Brooklyn. New reports say he was taken to the hospital for a few hours last week to get an MRI. We're just now learning about this, though, because Diddy was taken from the jail late at night, actually using the cover of darkness to keep his trip on the down low.
Sean Diddy Combs is currently involved in a case that defies all odds and jeopardizes the foundations of celebrity power in a true crime narrative that has, caught the public's attention.
The lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs continues to stack up, and it should be no surprise at all who the latest batch is coming from. That, of course, being Texas-based attorney Tony Buzbee. Now, Buzbee made his mission clear back in October that his firm plans to file more than 100 lawsuits against the disgraced mogul. But now he's in a rush to meet a March 1st deadline. Why? Because that's the last day the law in New York allows victims of past sexual assault file civil lawsuits despite the statute of limitations being up. So let's break down the latest allegations. Now, we have to mention these accusers did not use their real names in the court filings. Instead, they are referred to as Jane or John Doe. In John Doe's complaint, he alleges he was drugged and sexually assaulted at an after party in Los Angeles in 2020.
The enigma surrounding Diddy's legal battles and his allegedly untouchable legacy is being increasingly revealed with each new discovery, resulting in a courtroom frenzy reminiscent of a Hollywood movie.
Continue our attention of a major headline taking place in New York City and the pretrial hearing continuing on in this Sean Diddy Combs case. A pretrial hearing taking place some 138 days before trial. Let's be joined right now here on the ground in New York by Fox 5's Lisa Evers. Lisa, thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. What can you tell us about what took place inside that courtroom today?
Well, Andy, everything so far is going very smoothly, but you can be sure that's going to change in the months ahead as they get close to that May trial date. But Sean Diddy Combs got a break today from the dismal lockdown atmosphere of the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn by appearing here in federal court for this pretrial hearing.
Even though Diddy has not been found guilty, the stress of several charges, some of which go back 20 years, seems to be wearing him down, as evidenced by the heated hearings.
So Sean Combs' legal team has just raised, I would say, a new issue, sort of new issue to the court, and we're going to address it right now. And it concerns, of all things, believe it or not, access to a laptop while he's in the Metropolitan Detention Center, the MDC, where he's currently locked up while he's waiting trial next year. And before I even go into the defense's letter, I said it was new, but really, this is an issue that has come up before. You see, Sean Combs' defense lawyers, they have argued that the conditions at the MDC make it incredibly difficult for him to properly review evidence in the case and prepare for trial. And yes, he has a constitutional right to prepare for his trial. But they have been arguing for quite some time that because of the incredible amount of material in this case, he really can't do it without a laptop. He needs a laptop to review everything. I mean, this is a massive case.
According to legal experts, emotional outbursts can occur during high-profile court cases due to the intense drama, which changes how the public views the case and makes the procedures even more unpredictable. At least 3 women have been accused of trafficking and exploitation in the most recent indictment, which now includes 3 charges, has a significant impact on his professional life.
Other artists and executives at the label would request for women across the states to be flown into the studio for sex.
And it wasn't uncommon to fly women in from around the country. Well, not around the country, but they could be like a 2 or 3 hour flight away type of thing. To have sex with people in the studio.